Hello everybody, my name is Snake Spine. Welcome you all back to my next video in my series of videos talking about various RWBY theories, speculation, and predictions. This time I'm going to be talking about a different little topic that we basically got an unanswered question of at the end of Volume 4. And that's basically detailing the situation with Yang and what she's going to be doing going into Volume 5. And trying to speculate and answer the question of where do I think Yang is going into Volume 5 now. Now, at the end of Volume 4, well, I'm sure anyone that comes across this video is going to be a RWBY fan and has seen Volume 4. At the end of Volume 4, we basically know that Yang left home. She has her new mechanical robot arm. She got Bumblebee, and she went off. She wants to get out, and, now get back into the action, get back into fighting. And Tai Yang, her father, goes and asks her, "What are you going to do? Are you going to go after your mom, Raven, or is she going to go after her little sister, RWBY?" And a lot of the fans, a lot of people pretty much automatically predicting and speculating and assuming that the choice she's going to make is going to be going after RWBY, and it's going to basically bring Team RWBY back together because everyone's pretty much heading in, is correlating to Haven Academy, which is pretty much where Volume 5 is, I'm assuming, going to mostly take place. And Team RWBY's going to kind of get back together in that volume. And that's likely what's going to happen. But at the same time, we were left with that question basically unanswered because Rooster Teeth pretty much wants us to go and speculate this entire freaking year until Volume 5 comes out at the end of 2017, questioning what do we think Yang is going to do. So we don't know specifically what Yang is going to do. Where is she going to go? Because they really did give us a reason for both. And like I said, a lot of people are jumping on the gun that she's going to go after RWBY, and that's probably the likely choice, especially at the end of Volume 4 when she gets to that crossroads with when she got to the crossroads, you basically hear her basically say, "Oh, you're gonna get it. You're gonna be in trouble when I find you," and that immediately is probably a older sister thing to her younger sister because, as far as we heard, she thought that RWBY going out to Mistral was actually a very bad idea and that she was crazy. And especially going without her older sister and stuff like that. So she immediately is kind of probably more than likely that saying is for RWBY. However, it could also be, an idea of like, "Oh, Mom, when I find you, you're in trouble because you have never been in my life," and stuff like that too. It could be assumed like that as well. I thought of it like that, and I'm assuming maybe other fans could think of it like that too. And it could go either way. Her saying that does not directly correlate it being to RWBY. Now, it means it makes more sense being said to RWBY, because it sounds like an older sister to a younger sister. You're in trouble when I find you after what you did, after leaving home for Mistral on your own with the rest of Team Juniper, and going off on your own in this dangerous quest after what the heck happened at the Fall of Beacon. But I also thought of it as, I'm going to find my long-lost mother, and she's going to, "Hey, you're going to be in trouble when I actually legitimately get to find you and question why the hell you left home. Why were you never there?" And then I also assumed, in this other idea, I thought it could also be a potential choice where she might go to Raven first before going to find RWBY. Or at least it makes it likely a chance that she's really highly also going to go find Raven anyways, regardless if she goes to find RWBY before or not. Is on the boat. You basically saw in the last episode, before she gets to the crossing of path, she takes that same boat that Blake took earlier in the volume, and she basically went to Mistral, and on the boat, she basically had the picture of Team Star, because she wants to have the appearance of her mother, so she can basically know what to look for, I guess, or something like that. So that immediately means she has the idea of wanting to find her mother on her mind, as well as finding RWBY. And maybe she went out there because she wasn't fully decided yet. Maybe she left home before making up her mind. That could also be a potential idea. Maybe she doesn't have, when she got to the crossroad and path, that's when she made her decision. And we don't know what the decision is until Volume 5. And they're leaving it up in the air, so we question that. But it's either she immediately, before she left home, knew where she was going, or I feel that she wasn't fully sure where she wanted to go. And she went out there anyways, and she's like, "Okay, I'm going to be going on this journey, and I'm going to figure out where I'm going to go as I'm going on it." that's the least likely option. I'm assuming before she left home, she had a legit idea of what she wanted to do, and she did probably give an answer to Tai Yang that we obviously did not hear because we haven't got the answer yet. But Tai probably knows where she's going. I get this legitimate feeling where that Tai knows exactly where she's going because she probably did tell him before she left, because she probably wanted to kind of directly tell her dad where she was going, unlike RWBY, who just kind of left home with a note. So the question is, where will Yang go? There are theories, there are speculation, there's pretty much a lot of information that can basically distinctly go off either path. We don't distinctly know that yet. A lot of people, like I said before, jump on that bandwagon of, hey, look, it's likely going to be RWBY because everyone wants to see Team RWBY back, and Team RWBY is going to be coming back probably fairly soon in Volume 5 during the Battle of Haven. So, because they haven't been together since the Battle of Beacon, so it's probably the next school battle, and they're all going to reform and kind of team up at a slow pace, like they're going to slowly reform, like probably RWBY will get with Weiss, and then Blake and Yang kind of meet up, and they all meet up, some sort of like whatever. But that's where I'm going. I don't specifically know. I jump on both bandwagons, both paths, because I think there's a potential chance for both. Which one do I think it's specifically going to be? It's going to be more than likely RWBY. That's the one I'm more aiming towards, not because I want to see Team RWBY back together, but because it makes more sense for her to want to go save her younger sister, who she has a deeper connection with, than trying to go find her long-lost mother, who is off doing whatever the hell Raven's doing, because we still don't know what the heck Raven's mission is with her tribe and everything else. So she probably wants to go with more of her family member that she's more closely connected with than the one she's trying to find out why they're not there. The one that's never been there, or at least hasn't been there a large chunk of her life. Again, I don't know. We don't know if Raven left directly when Yang was born or not. How long she was specifically there with young Yang. But, like I said, I'm more likely it's going to go to RWBY because there's more to there. Her saying at the end of the volume about, oh, you're going to be in trouble, directly is a little bit more connected to RWBY than it is to Raven. And she always has the capable chance of looking for Raven afterwards. Like after the Battle of Haven, Volume 6 or 7 or something, she's probably going to go off and be like, okay, I found RWBY, I made sure she was alright, I did this, I did that, now I'm going to go find my mother, I'm going to question her what the hell is on her mind, what the hell is she doing, and why the hell was she never there? So it's more likely going to go there to that. But there's a potential chance she might just be like, oh, you know what, I feel RWBY might actually be safe. I'm going to trust in her. She's a capable huntress. And I'm going to go find my mom instead because I could always find RWBY afterwards. I have faith in her. But my mom, I really don't have Jack Diddley for because she's never been there, So the choice at the end of the volume pretty much left it open-ended. And I do believe there are some RWBY fans that are for and can, speculate and theorize that she's going to go find RWBY, and then there's the other ones that say she's going to go find Raven. And there is a chance for both. They did leave it open-ended enough to the point where it's videos like this, speculating and considering where she's going to go. More of it correlates, I think, with her going to find RWBY, but there is a little bit there that I think some fans out there aren't really speculating on, that it could correlate with Raven as well. And it all depends on what's going to happen in future volumes, which us as fans don't know a single thing about, although Rooster Teeth certainly sure as heck does. And that's really about it. Yeah, this theory was kind of a small one, but I wanted to do this theory because it was coming off of Volume 4, and it basically left the question open-ended for us as fans to pretty much be thinking about for the next, 7 months? About? Yeah, about right. 7 months. Because we're not going to know the answers until Volume 5 starts, where she's going to go, because they left it so freaking open-ended, which I kind of assumed they were going to do anyways. But like I said, though, it can go either way. There's stuff for RWBY and there's stuff for Raven. It's more likely going to be RWBY, but there's still a chance there's going to be Raven, though. And whatever one she decides to go to first is, she's inevitably going to be going down the other path eventually anyways. People choose both sides. There's RWBY fans that speculate both sides. There's ones more so for one side than the other. I'm more so, I think she's going to go with RWBY, not because I want to see Team RWBY, back together, but because of seeing her as an older sister. She wants to go and check on her sister and make sure she's all right, and connect with RWBY again and stuff like that. So that's about it. The question I'm going to leave all you RWBY fans out there that come across this video. Where do you think Yang is going to go at the beginning of Volume 5? Do you think she's going to be going after RWBY, or do you think she's going to be going after Raven? Because either idea really kind of works, and why do you think that, and so on and so forth. This theory is open-ended as hell, because while it does feel like it's going more towards RWBY, I did see at the end of the volume they left it open-ended enough, showing stuff for why she would be going to RWBY, and stuff which would be before she made the cross at the Mistral Bandits Kuro Yuri sign at the very end, her last scene in the volume, and then the scene with her on the boat with the picture of Team Stark. They gave us legitimate reasons for why she would go with either. And it can legitimately be either choice. But we won't know where Yang Xiaolong is going to be going until the beginning of Volume 5. Whenever she officially makes her appearance in the volume. Because we don't know if she'll be in Episode 1 or not. And that's basically it. Put in the comment section what you guys think. We can discuss it there as RWBY fans. Have fun. Discuss it and speculate all our heart's contents. I have no idea, whatever. And my name is Sniping's Fun. Peace. Please subscribe if you want to. Have a lovely day. Stay tuned for future RWBY theories, speculations, and prediction series videos. And maybe in the coming months we can speculate this again, because right now it's pretty freaking open-ended. The volume did just end like a month ago. And maybe we'll kind of get some more ideas along the way. Maybe by the time RWBY Chibi comes out or something. And that's about it. And see you all later in the next video. Bye.